In this series, we play Kenshi live for the very first time with no prior knowledge, no guides, no outside help, and no reloads. We live with what happens and we experience and learn the game on our own. If you're new and you need to find the start of the series, you will find the playlist in the pinned comment. At this point in our playthrough, we have a thriving base in the Holy Nation, but we have brought on some women and Shek members, and the Holy Nation does not abide. So we have sent these people out in search of new lands where we can put down a base. However, they met their tragic end as we got introduced to the concept of a beak thing. Now our challenge is to continue moving that momentum forward, regather our strength, find new party members, and once again, attempt to find new ground to settle a location. Let's find out how it goes. So, we have some decisions to make. I've entered not completely broke territory. If I were just making money faster, I could hire more mercenaries. Or I could hire mercenaries at all. Let's get Brecht back to the job squad. Back to the outpost. Well, if I can point out one terrible, terrible positive of this situation, everybody who died is somebody the Holy Nation hated, and therefore they now have no problem with us being here. You know what? I'm going to have Brecht load up on fuel and go to stack. Maybe grab... I don't have any bolts. He's got that gas. How's the Kenshi? It's Kenshiing. Entire squad got eaten alive by a giraffe with razor teeth. Maybe this is my punishment for straying from the teachings of Okran. And my home... Oh, the home is fine for now. There's a decent-sized revenge list. There sure is. Let's grab what research books we can. And a couple extra first aid. And let's check the bars for new recruits. Griffin. Welcome back, Wanderer. I want to hire you. Cost you 9,000 cats. That's way out of my budget. Then you are not my wanderer. Oh, this is the guy. This is the guy who was like, oh, I was told that a rich wanderer was going to be my salvation. Can you tell me about the first extinction? The destruction of the ancient capitals thousands of years past. According to the doctrine of the Holy Lord Phoenix himself, it was the agents of, the skeletons that caused the extinction. And it will happen again. How and why? I don't know, but this very belief is what tears our society apart. It instills such an overwhelming fear and suspicion into our nation that we've begun to destroy our very own society by our own hands. And finding the truth will calm that fear? I believe so, and Okran will show me if you are the one to lead me to that truth. So, Wanderer, I will follow you, but it will cost you 9,000 cats. Do you have the coin? How about a discount? The wealthy do not need discount, Wanderer. Okay. Bard of the Drifters. And I say, hey, wiggle on over this way, Muffin. I tell you, I've never seen someone so steamed so fast. So I took the... Oh, glass is empty. Say, pal, lend me some cash. I'll make it worth your while. Looking for fighters, not drunks. You wouldn't happen to be a fighter, would you? Tell you what, I'll sing you a song. On second thought, pay my 3,000 cat tab, and I'll sing you tales till the sun stops setting. Know all the good ones and got a voice worth writing songs about. I know I'll regret this, but why not? Here. All right, we got Bard. We're gonna need to get Bard some clothes. Not here, of course. That would require spending money. Yeah, I get the feeling that being the in the Holy Nation, we're not going to run into these ancient science books and AI cores and such. So I'm getting the feeling that we are going to need to step outside of our area for some of that. Who all do I have left? I have, let me move them around. I have the Job Squad. I've got Birmingham, Swift, Takao, and Bard, and then I have Brecht. Mechanical Shop. Okay, that's a type I haven't seen before. Just curious what that might involve. Oh, they sell research books. Oh, but they sell them at a high price. They buy the fuel at a decent price, though. If there's anybody in town I can recruit for a decent price. Bataille of the Drifters. Ah, yeah, this is the one that wants 7,500 cats. We might need to start looking into the more expensive people. It's hard to say. Mechanic shop in the faction that hates technology, right? It's a rather sad mechanic shop. Well, I mean, I don't know what else we expected from the Holy Nation. It can be annoying dealing with Holy Nation, but it is a solid area to live in other than them compared to the rest of Kenshi, at least. That's what I'm finding out. Just from, you know, trying to branch out and find somewhere else to live. They've certainly got a system here where the protection kind of works. Bard's attack is already up to 7. Hmm. Okran has provided me with a great bounty. Okran provides. Look at that. Bunch more research books and extra money. A lot of river raptors. Should I? You know what? This this might be one of the highest return activities I've ever done. I'm just gonna kind of follow this herd and see if they also end up in a confrontation with the Holy Nation. That was a sick rhyme I just dropped. Out here trying to start a civil war between the Holy Nation and Raptor Army. Nobody would ever stoke conflict between two parties simply so that they could profit off of the you know, what's left over. That would never happen. And she early game meta engaged. Now I just gotta figure out which ones are fresh kills. In the dark. Oh, look, they even have lights. River Nest 53 has been wiped out. Okran provides even light. Did that... I have taken this... I have taken this river raptor's skin. I have skinned the river raptor, and it has gotten back up and started fighting me. Oh, that's a temple. I don't want anything to do with that. $6,000 cats even. We'll have to... we will definitely have to come back this way and see if we can, Oh, wait, what's going on here? Is it more river raptors? It's a bone dog. Right back in there we go. Now, granted, I may want the leather for things myself at some point, but right now, it's good cash. That's what I call profit. Our fuel is already back up, basically where it was when I left, and we've got green fruits. All right, we have 17 books. Let's see what kind of research we can get out of this. Well, we'll see about that, but it's a pretty damn good game. All right, guess who's getting hired? Batai, you have a deal. Honestly, I've gotten more skilled people previously for the money. There's no, like, one particular place I can put you to succeed at anything. I hope your equipment is at least okay. No armor coverage. You charge this much money and you don't even come with your own armor? Alright. We'll find a job for you to do. So, in thinking about how I can keep advancing my society, I noticed that when I was in Hiver territory... that they had robotics shops and such. That tells me that maybe the Hivers are higher tech and might have more tech available. So Now, they were friendly with me before when I had a Shek. I don't know if they'll be friendly with me if it's just humans. It seems like it was the Shek that they were really excited about seeing. All right, Batai, I hope you enjoy your new job in the mines. Bard has 10 attack. Bard will also work in the mines. Meanwhile, I'll be curious to see how our weapon technology advances once I get this basic weapon grades 5. I might put Brecht back to work making weapons. Explored the other half of this city yet, so I haven't because I've been a little concerned. This looks... There's a police station, there's a barracks, and there's a throne. And this looks like a place where... I don't know, it just seems like you need special permission to go here kind of place. Look at that. We're over 5,000 cats. Honestly, we could maybe just about afford a mercenary at this rate if production keeps up. Let's send everybody back to base. I'm going to have Brecht look at hammering out some weapons, and we'll see if maybe the productivity can keep pace with one mercenary. At 1,000 caps a day, that's all I need to make. I guess what I could do also, I could hire mercenaries if I know something is coming. Is this wolf going to attack us? Are we going to outrun it? Looks like we are going to outrun it. What's up with the job squad? Oh, a wolf. Okay. Let's get the rest of the job squad out here to help Bard. Now, Bard needs this. Bard needs this fight. But if Bard doesn't get back up, it's going to turn bad fast. Wow, it took bombing him out? Okay. Bard sucks. Yeah, we knew that. I can't believe our medic, Swift, did such a good job. But wow, Swift has 28 attacks, so actually I kind of can believe it. All right, so if we look at crafting with weapons, I wonder if the refitted blade, so the staff sells for 161 per iron plate we make. The mercenary club sells like 80 per iron plate. And the spiked club like 85. Oh, but we can't make the staves because they don't fit in the inventory, so it's got to be iron clubs, and those sell for 129 per iron plate. What's an iron plate sell for? Like 135-ish. I think we can carry more weapons than we can iron plates, and it'll also train our weapon smithing to be better in the long run. So, yeah, maybe we do some of that. I should go by the weapon shop or something and see if I can find a blueprint for more weapons. I wonder if I could make, like, Naginata or something. A classic hard-hitting blade used by many legendary swordsmen, including Ark himself. So, okay, there's a legendary swordsman named Ark. The rings are pretty noisy and mainly designed to distract and annoy the hell out of your opponent. Beak things hate it, but it tends to just make them more vicious. This weapon dates back to the Old Empire. What all have I put together regarding the Old Empire so far? Not much. I know there was an old empire. I know there was some sort of catastrophe. I know that at least the Holy Nation believes the skeletons are responsible for it. And I think the Shek had an old empire. Something they definitely believe they're standing to be dying, the Shek. Yeah, so I think the Holy Nation believes there's a second extinction on the way. They definitely told me about a first extinction. Job squad, what's going on? Bard. Ah, okay. So we've got... I didn't escape slavery so that I could starve to death like a bloody dog in the dunes. All right, so this is a fair fight. Oh, Holy Nation Outlaws, they're stronger than I anticipated. All right, let's grab the job squad, and y'all have to go back up Bard. Meanwhile, let me make sure Brecht is, gonna make it into town okay. We'll have Brecht go all the way into town. The B team gets some action, and this is the training they need. Bard is unconscious already. And so is Bataille, the so-called killing machine that I hired. Oh, but Bataille's getting back up. And here comes the Holy Nation. Bombing him is down, but is he gonna stay down? Bataille going back at it again, raising that toughness. I think that's just a cow wearing a Holy Nation helmet. Yeah, it is. Good fight, gang. Yeah, they needed it. Look, Bard's toughness is up to 4, and defense is up to 4. Bataille's toughness is up to 12, and a nat 12 for defense. They needed to be beaten up a little bit. Alright, they're gonna medic people and do... What's Takao doing? Oh, Takao doesn't have medic as a job. Does Takao have medic in... Yes. Oh, okay. Don't move, I need to fix this. Oh, look! They came and fixed him up probably because he's dressed like Holy Nation. Usually when you see that many Holy Bros, you're the one running. It is, it seems very different. A lot of people have come through and said this is different to the games that they often experience, which I like. I like how things can just play out differently. Alright, we got 7,700 cats. So we're making money. How are we doing on building material? we've got 90 building material just sitting here. Okay. One at a time, let's upgrade these walls. Tired of looking at them being half built. Uh-oh, bone dog. It's an adult. Is it gonna pick a fight? It is gonna pick a fight with me. Wow, they are vicious. They can get multiple attacks in a short span. Brex can take it, maybe, but I'm gonna pull back and have the rest of the... Or at least some of the rest of the group. Like, bombing him. The cow. Bard, you get in there, too. You need the experience. Oh, it just left me? Alright. Go get back in bed, I guess. Except Bard, you're good. Bataille, you're good. Swift, you get back in bed. Bombing him, you're good. Is that the same wolf? Ah, we'll take care of it. That was weird how it got to the wall limit and then stopped. I'll live. Okay, Brecht. Go rest your leg, then. Hey, look at that. Almost all done. It's nice with it looking a little more uniform now. Looks much less flimsy, indeed. I need to figure out, and I'm not asking for help on this, but I need to figure out how to grow a town. Alright, Brecht is making weapons. They're making iron plates. We're gonna make weapons faster than we make plates. That's okay. Really, our commodity right now, I think, is fuel. Wants to tell me how to make buckets of cash, but you shall not, and I appreciate that. Because I may eventually discover it, and then that's going to be so rewarding on its own. Alright, we were having Brecht do some... yes, we were going to have Brecht do some trading, because we're trying to fill our pockets with cats right now. We've been hiring this game. Mostly fuel is our biggest export at the moment. Occasionally, we make some weapons and sell them. We've gotten our weapon grades up, but I'm running into a ceiling of what I think I can do in Holy Nation territory. I'm starting to need more advanced research artifacts. Fuel and export, never thought of fuel as a moneymaker. Well, so we grow green fruit, and we have green fruit in surplus. We use the green fruit to feed ourselves, and we use it to make fuel, but we do both things at such a surplus at the moment that we can sell cooked vegetables and fuel for profit. It's not the most profit-dense per space in the inventory, but it's reliable. This might be the first time I've had more than 10,000 cats. And you know, I'm kind of tempted to buy that Holy Nation follower, Griffin, but I want to have more surplus in my pocket when I do that. But I just think more hands is good at this point. Large backpack. Don't even think about fighting with this on your back. The thing weighs a ton just when it's empty. Do you seriously think you can fill it full of iron or something and be able to lift it, let alone carry it across the desert, go get a smaller one? It feels like the game is telling me I should not get that backpack. So what's happening to the job squad? To cow. Hungry bandits. All right. Form ranks. Form ranks. Let's get everybody together in one spot. Oh, those bandits are fast. All right, y'all. Here we go. He will be the first to tell you the game lies with numbers. So that's the kind of thing that, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to learn more about until I've had a couple playthroughs and I'm willing to look stuff up. I'm sort of in a bargain here where I have to trust what the game is telling me until I can peek behind the scenes of the wiki and stuff and learn its sweet little lies that all games, especially RPGs, inevitably have. All right. Hey, you know what? Everybody did okay. I feel like I can let y'all just go back to work. Although, Bard, I wonder if there's some armor here for you. It's sad when the starving bandits have better armor than some of your own men. Love listening into the new player mindset. Reminds you so much of yourself as a newbie. I am excited to get into a game and just pull apart little things. So here's something. I've never actually read the description of this book. Let's find out more. This seems to be talking about Shek. The Guiding Light 4. The fourth in a series of Holy Nation educational handbooks. The Horned Devil, Man or Monster. The Horned Devil was created human as brother of the Okranite. But the Horned Devil possessed a sinful mind. It rejected Okran's light in its heart in favor of Narco's temptations. And so the Horned Devil's skin devolved, dark and gray, no different to a rotting corpse. Its purity and all its light drained of the body. It sprouted the horns of a wild beast, and it resisted the word of Okran with the savagery of a monster. The horned devil is not completely lost to the darkness, but resistance from the unholy beast deserves no mercy. By a dozen holy flames building a church at the heart of Okran. I mean, every time I have tried to leave Holy Nation territory, I have been hit by something worse than the oppression of the Holy Nation. Rusty chainmail. Wow, 20,000 cats to learn to make chainmail. Job squad's under attack. What now? River raptors. All right. Let's see. Can they handle this without Brecht? Let's find out. Oh, that's a lot of river raptors. River raptors historically give me troubles. Let's get Brecht out of the shop, because I think he's going to be yelled at for being there after close. Not going to help. Okay. Why would you? But Tai was such a scam. Can't fight for anything, and you bill yourself as a 7,500 cat killing machine? Bombing him is doing good work, but I'm afraid he's gonna get overwhelmed. Put everybody to passive so they don't get up and start... Oh. That still doesn't work. Yeah, everybody going down one by one. You know what? I've got a hunch. I'm gonna call Brecht back. Bataille is dying. If I lose... Oh, see, they will help Takao because Takao is dressed as a paladin. I do not want to lose my 7,500 cat investment because the killing machine can't fight. Bombing him, don't do it. At least get yourself patched up a little first, maybe. I have not figured out how to make them not turn around and fight the river raptors until they die. I even have them on passive and everything. Oh, look at that. Oh, again, because he's dressed as Holy Nation, they came to his aid. Interesting. Alright, looks like a bunch of people deserve a nice long nap. Eternal nap? Nah, just like maybe, you know, like 14 hours or something. You know, one of those where it, like, hits the reset button. Alright. Sleeping, 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 sleeping. Okay. While everybody gently sleeps, I'm gonna send Brecht back to stack. Advanced outpost blueprints. Cannot learn this yet, so I need large and medium building shells. Building regular old houses isn't going to get us far. We need to study some new fundamental engineering concepts that will allow us to build something bigger that can stand up to assaults from anything and everything. I'm interested in that. Scripture of Radiance, Volume 5. Holy Scripture, written by the Holy Lord Phoenix the First. Okay, this is mostly what they have us read during prayer day. Not exactly, but mostly. Let us not yearn for pleasures of the flesh, but yearn only for the love of our Creator and the well-being of all mankind. Let us not be tempted by the shadow's lures of sexual misdeeds, orgies, theft, and wrong speech. Let us honor our holy brothers, never harm them, never feel envy or animosity towards them. Let us abstain from intoxication, for the darkness preys on the undisciplined mind. Chainmail sheets. They sell for a lot. I feel like I need to have the capability to produce steel or armor plating, though. Let me check my research tree. Plate armor needs engineering research. Steel bars need an ancient science book. And for these, we require engineering research. I'm going to have to start venturing out. Let's go see about this Griffin fella. I want to hire you. Be honored to have you following me. Now, this is a lot of cats. This is the most I have ever spent on a companion. But we're going to see what happens. 20 athletics, 20 melee attack, and 20 melee defense. That's really not a bad start. 5 field medic. Long cleaver. Combat experience in Kenshi. Well, I don't know the whole lore, but certainly I would imagine if one has a certain type of upbringing in the Holy Nation, one could get away with that. Oh, okay, they passed each other. I was looking for the fight anyways. Yeah, get him. All right. What's the Nomad doing? Is the Nomad healing? The Nomad is healing the escaped servant. They have a traitor among them. You know, here's something interesting. Serial numbers. Never thought too much about the implications of that. That implies some level of industrialization and standardization knowledge. I'm assuming that's what you're getting from the machining books and such, but yeah, it definitely implies a certain level of sophistication and quality control. Brecht, go speak with this trader. Have animals for sale. Now, can I afford any of them? I can just afford a goat pup or a bone dog. I could have gotten a pack bull if I had not just paid for Griffin. I'll buy the goat, and I'll send Brecht on another run. Goat Jr. What are we looking at here for fuel? 56, let's do it. Hopefully this one survives to adulthood, right? And actually, Griffin, you know what? You're coming with me. You're gonna sell some fuel as well. That's a little bit of money back in our pockets. All right, what do we have? The Guiding Light 1. The first in a series of Holy Nation self-help handbooks. How to tell if your loved ones are skeletons. Perhaps their skin feels cold to the touch. They take a sudden interest in mechanics, make clinking sounds, and stop blinking. Or they have a sudden knowledge of world history. They question the word of Okran or lose their appetite. Obscure speech displaying humor and joke making can be a surefire sign of possession. Read on for our proven testing methods and common warning signs. And then the Guiding Light 6. The Insect Fiend, a lost cause. The Insect Fiend is almost completely lost to the darkness, their obsidian, vacuous eyes devoid of any soul. The narrow-minded worship of their bogus goddess or their queen only further fuels their selfish desires and their rejection of Okran's light. This tragic heresy has resulted in the eroding of their flesh into the beastly form of a hollow, most vile body, one that almost resembles the early makings of a skeleton. Is this the beginnings of their devolution into an agent of darkness, a minion of the dark demoness? Perhaps. Seek caution amongst the insect fiend as you would an agent of darkness. But most importantly of all, show them mercy. Sometimes the most compassionate approach is to put one out of the misery of their blackened existence quickly and painlessly. And here we have Scripture of Radiance Volume 1. Born out of the darkest depths of the world came Narco, the Shadow. She sought to erase all that is good, if not for our savior, Okran. Both battled for millennia in the skies until light overcame dark. Narco was restrained, absorbed into the Lord Okran's being. But alas, Narco the Deceiver's defeat was not the end. While both fought their war in the skies, split in two once again, Narco's spawns were ravaging our world, created out of hate and malice against mankind. Her dark agents were hurled. Pack Bull. Bertha. the name doesn't fit. Oh, the backpack. Look at the space on this one. Are all the imps silent? No, it's Bertha is the name. So much space, right? So much space for stuff to sell, exactly. Encumbrance of 0? You telling me I can just load that into there and the bull doesn't even notice? Are they performing a dance? This must be some ceremonial thing, right? Wow, and to think real art like this just doesn't exist these days. This is a dying tradition. Privileged to see it. Oh, we got river raptors again. I feel like we have the force to fight them this time, though. This may be a mistake, but I think I might let the combat happen. Really dig my upgraded walls. Thank you. In fact, I may go ahead and have bombing him Start combat before they even get to the crops. We're getting right into it. We're warming ourselves up with some combat today. You know what? Oh, bombing him was already going to do that. Okay, I was going to say let's call everybody over here. But how did bombing him pass out? He's got 35 toughness and he was the first to go down. Beautiful. Brecht, who are you going to... Why don't you put this poor man to bed? Bertha really pulling her weight. What I'd like to do today is I'd like to go into Holy Nation territory, and I'd like to find out if anywhere they do have traders who deal in, like, engineering books and such. I know they don't like all technology, but I have to believe they have some technology because they're more advanced research-wise than we are. So I'd like to see if maybe they must have like a university or an engineering guild or I don't know, something. But we'll just get the lay of several of their other territories. Let's see. Job squad, what's going on? Takao. Ooh, is being attacked by a bone dog. That's actually quite dangerous. Let's get everybody over here for backup. Now, Takao's wearing good armor. It must have already been in a bad state. What do we have access to as far as... See, we only have leather armor crafting. I would like to get them some armor, but... Plate armor crafting requires engineering research. So this is why we are where we are. I need to find somewhere to get engineering research. Honestly, we probably don't need more building material. Well, that's good because Takao is the one that works it, and he's the one we're going to pull off. So we're going to have Griffin and Takao probably be a little adventure squad. Griffin still doesn't have any jobs, but Griffin's job is going to be to adventure here in a little bit. I'm going to make a new squad, and we're going to call them the Holy Rollers because they're going to go explore Holy Nation territory for us. I do need to find ways to train them. I kind of feel like maybe if I loaded them down with a bunch of stuff, like if I just put a bunch of iron in their inventory, and then I had them follow somebody that I knew was on a more or less safe route, then they could be building up strength training autonomously. So as far as I know, there's no way for their job to be like, hey, run around this base 10,000 times to train your athletics and your strength. Oh, look. The nomads are doing their interpretive dance for us again. It's a great honor. Amazing that they've even trained the animals. Ah, the last holy flame. You know, I think I'm realizing that books are free. I wonder if there's a bookshelf furniture item I can buy. Bandit raid moving toward my outpost. I don't have quite enough money to hire a mercenary, but maybe if I make another run, I can have enough money to hire a mercenary and kind of fend this off. I wonder if it tells me how long until Black Dragon Ninjas. Why? Why do they keep fighting us? We have a -1 reputation with them, and for some reason, that's enough that they've just started attacking us. Yeah, we have some turrets, but unfortunately, the person who was good at the turrets died. So we don't have anybody who's actually good at using them. Now, plus side, shooting at bandits is a good way to get good at using them. And I think preemptively we'll go ahead and we'll close this door. That door's already closed. Let's send Griffin back to sell this fuel and see about hiring a mercenary. Okay, this is the first time I've ever hired mercenaries. Now, it says they get looting rights, so I wonder what I'll gain from this. But I've got mercenaries guarding my base for 2 days now, and it's the first time, so we'll see if it's a good investment. Let me just see something real quick. I hope they went to my outpost and not this random spot that the game decided was my outpost a long time ago. I don't even know how to do anything about that. Do I have any constructed buildings there? No, not even a campfire, I don't think. So I just genuinely have no idea. Dangerous place to put an outpost, isn't it? They are unfortunately quite strong. Who else is nearby? All right. Now I just have to hope my backup gets here in time. All right, here goes. We're going to get our asses beat, but I really hope the mercenaries show up in time. Are they the first group to actually go around back and try to use the open door? I need more turrets. I feel like these are the mercenaries here, maybe? Oh, no, these must be the mercenaries. Oh, there's no way. There's no way they're going to make it there in time. Oh, they're just... Are they attacking? Yeah. I forgot you have to tell them manually to get off the turrets, otherwise they just sit there and get beat up. Swift, what do you... Alright, so it's all on... Oh, man, don't kill my animals. Batai is dying. Why is Griffin just standing here? I need Griffin to go here, but not get involved in the fight. Because I need him to be there to patch everybody up. Let's open the gates so that they can just leave more quickly. Bandit raid has ended. All right. So I need Griffin to... Who's the most wounded? Get to the pack bull first. Hopefully... Are they attacking him now? I thought the raid ended. Oh. Alright, Griffin. Who are they fighting? Are some of our people back up? Or the Holy Nation step in? Oh, the mercenaries showed up. Okay, there might have been some good of hiring them yet. Let's have Griffin go around the long way. Brecht is back up and fighting with one arm. Okay, hey, you know what? It looks like the mercenaries have really helped turn the tide of things. Maybe not. Goat Jr. is dead. No, we lost our goat. Brecht is dying. Okay, Griffin, you gotta go help Brecht right now. Who's up? Takao? How does Takao not have a med kit? Oh, this is horrible. Okay, where did Griffin go? Okay, Griffin's gotta crawl over here and then patch people up from the ground. Oh, who's this? Who's this getting up? That's a black dragon, okay. Okay, now Takao needs to heal up. Bard is dying. Bombing him is okay. Where's Swift? Takao needs to go heal Swift. I'm triaging here. I am triaging as everybody's life depends on it. And then Takao needs to heal Bard. Their lives do depend on it. That's why it said as their lives depend on it, not as if their lives depend on it. Alright. So Takao is out of first aid, but we have a kit here. Anybody else dying? Brecht is critical. Alright, Takao, you go ahead. I think you've earned fixing yourself up. Bombing him, you fix yourself up. Bombing him not have first aid. So I don't know how the math works out if hiring those mercenaries was a good thing for us, but aside from Goat Jr., everybody is alive. We're out of first aid supplies. Maybe we should research making those. I wonder if they need cotton. Oh, we have a cotton farm. Man, Takao's got a messed up leg, and he was meant to be the one that would adventure. How much did they help? They didn't help at all inside the walls, but they were out here fighting. One's in a recovery coma. Wonder if I could steal their equipment. Well, this is literally the game of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, so... Takao, why don't you fix yourself up? And then do any of you have first aid kits? Bombing him, check in here to see if we have any. An impostor sent from the dark demoness herself. Alarm raised? What? Oh my god. Now, of all times? Is the Holy Nation gonna fight everybody now? And now Griffin is fighting his own Holy Nation people? Alright, well, I don't know what's gonna happen. We're definitely closing these doors, though. That one's broken. How's my empire today? Not a single one of them is conscious at the moment. So today's story ends like so many in Kenshi, with the entire squad passed out on the ground after being attacked. We'll have to hope they can come to and recover and rebound. We've got the outline for the future set. We have our holy rollers ready to go and explore the world and try to find more advanced tech and gain some combat experience. How will that go? Well, you'll have to join us next time to find out. Keep an eye on the playlist, and if you're enjoying, please do consider subscribing because you will be notified when future installments come out. We played a ton of Kenshi. There is a lot more of this story to come and many twists and turns, and I'm excited to get the whole thing out. We hope to catch you for another one.